Welcome back guys to part 2 of this new what if. Many people commented that this video was good. So I'm going to make a part 2 of this new what if. I hope you guys enjoyed this what if. So let's begin. Now I want to clarify some things that I may have not told you in the previous what if. Naruto doesn't have ice release. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Naruto's Keke Genkai allows him to, whatever is Keke Genkai or anything that is bloodline limit. Any bloodline limit, Naruto sees his eyes shatter and giving him the bloodline limit. Now you like how? It's like, for example, if somebody has an ice kicking like Geke Genkai, like Haku's. If Naruto were to see Haku, his eyes can shatter and he will gain Haku's eyes. Not eyes, I'm talking about eyes, which allows him to use Haku's abilities. So yeah. Now, like that, if somebody else who is much better in using Ice Keke Genkai is there than Haku, if Naruto were to see them, then Haku's and that person's paralysis in Ice Keke Genkai would fuse and giving Naruto even more powerful Ice Keke Genkai. Yeah, and by the time, and I just wanted to let you guys know, Naruto has the Mangekyo. He knows about this. He has the internal Mangekyo Sharingan. And even Sasuke and Suki have it. And you're like, bro, you just trying to make them too overpowered? No. Just like, being an Anbu, you can get like deadly missions. You're like almost dead. You're about to almost die. So yeah, like that they awaken their Mangekyo Sharingan. But how Suki gained her internal was like, Shizui. And Shizui doesn't have a sister in this what if. I'm just gonna say that Shizui's sister is whom Kakashi married. So Shizui and Suki replaced eyes. And yes, Suki has purple eyes. They're normal Uchihas. And this is due to some mutation. And yeah. Now, anyways. Now, back to the story. Naruto's chakra is, and by the way, Naruto's chakra is, silverish white. And the reason why, Minato did not notice that Naruto was in the Anbu was simply because, like, Anbu, like, Naruto, like, Minato did not care about things. So he did not notice that new people joined Anbu and they were like very powerful ninja shinobis. Now when he found out that there are very powerful shinobis who are 13 years of the age, he ordered them to become his child's uh, his both children's tutor senses. And he when he saw this girl with this hair and yeah, she was wearing this mask, at the same time she was wearing a mask to cover her face. Only thing visible was their purple eyes and her silverish hair, which were beautiful enough to make Minato think, fine, I'll make this woman marry Menma. So, anyways, now back to his story. Now, of the graduation exam. After the graduation exam, what happens? The teams were assigned. Now, every team is going to be exactly the same. The only difference is going to be that here Sakura is also going to be in Team 7. Team 7 is going to consist of Sakura, Men, and Mito. Sorry for the interruption, but yeah. And their senseis, when they were told about the sensei, which is going to be Kakashi Hatake, in 3 people who are Anbu captains. All 3 of them were surprised. And they were like, oh, we have 4 senseis. We are the strongest team. Yeah, we are the elites of our clan. And yes, and I'm just gonna say that Minato wanted to know who his senseis were, but he did not find anything about them except for the fact that all 3 of them are Uchihas. And yes, Naruto has told every Uchiha about his bloodline, and the Uchihas have sworn to keep his secret safe. And the Uchihas have mass hatred for the Hokage because Naruto is kind. Even though he has the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, he's kind. He helps people, and he cooks food for like people, and then he helps them. He's Naruto is not a medic of such a great caliber, but he's able to use medical ninjutsu. And Naruto, he was able to shatter his on one of his mission. He found Tsunade, and he was able to shatter his eyes and gain Tsunade's abilities. Yes, Naruto could also gain abilities at the same time. You could just think of this as, the Lord's eyes. Yeah, those ones that are able to copy anything. Yeah, you can think of Naruto's eyes as something similar. And now, Naruto has gained his summon 1 month ago. And from that time onwards, Naruto have actually trained with his summon and was able to, gain some of his abilities. He was able to gain some of Death God abilities. Now, whatever the Death God abilities are going to be, I'm going to make it like Zeref's from Fairy Tail's abilities. Yeah, your guys are like, bro, yeah, a broken character. Don't question it. So, anyways, back to the what if. Now, Naruto and his team. Oh yeah, I'm just forgot to mention that Sasuke has crow summoning. He gained from Itachi, and Suki has the dog summoning. Now here in this one, Kakashi is not going to be 2 hours late because he knows about the three students. I mean, three partners who are going to be with him, and he knows them how strict they are, how strong they are, and he doesn't want to face the wrath of any three of them. He knows about Naruto. He knows about his shattered eyes, and he knows about he can just simply switch to Tsunade's strength and smash him away through walls. And yeah, Naruto even has Minato's abilities. Though he hates it, he keeps it with him. Now over time, Naruto had this backlash with his Dojutsu, a little backlash, but over time he was able to conquer it. So Naruto is like completely fine. He doesn't have any problem. Now when they were on when everyone's Jonin Sensei came and they took everyone away, then a silver wind and a black fog with a red eye seeing everyone, and the light particles appeared, and a swirling leaf. Four Jonin senses appeared. They saw the students, and they were like meters at the rooftop, and they vanished. All three of them were like stunned because they saw three different kinds of sunshines. What caught their attention the most was the light particle one and the silver wind. Though Menma couldn't see through their masks, but he just like saw the beautiful silver hair, the purple eyes, and he could just be sure that whatever the girl was that his father told, 13 years old, she was beautiful and she was an Uchiha. All three of their members were Uchihas. He was told by his father that he's going to have four senses and all of them are going to have this Sharingan. And Mita was also surprised about when she heard it, but she was like, happy. She wanted to be the strongest. And Menma and Mito are very cocky. Just for just for everyone to know. So yeah. Anyways, now back to the mission. Now when Menma, Mito, and Sakura they reach the rooftop, they find three of their masked senseis talking to each other, and one of the sensei reading some orange book, which all in which one of the silver haired girl is glaring daggers at him while talking to her friends. She's glaring daggers at Kakashi because she hates that Ichi Paradise book. Like she knows about Jiraiya, she knows how he treated Naruto, and she knows about the horrible books he reads. And what happened is now because of Kakashi's addiction to this, he even forced Itachi and Shizui to this. Now you're like, huh? What? Like I'm just gonna say that Itachi and Shizui, they were forced to reading this book. In the starting, they hated it, but then they started like it because they do not have any girlfriend. At least not Shizui. Itachi does have. If you do or watch the anime properly, you will know that Itachi does has a girlfriend. So, anyways, now because of them both reading, Naruto and Sasuke were also given those books. Though Naruto and Sasuke like dare not to read it in front of Suki because if they find out, it's just so happened that Suki learned from Naruto the ability to use unique strength, like the three males in the group, like hell. And she even thought it to, Itachi's girlfriend, who also, uses its strength on Itachi. That's the reason no male dares to read it in front of Suki. But Kakashi is a different case, man. So yeah. So she's glaring daggers at Kakashi. So when they reach the rooftop, Kakashi keeps his book aside and is like, "All right, team. Now, for the first thing, for the first things first, you guys should introduce yourselves to us, so that we can know more about you people." And like on this, Sakura was like, "But senseis, you guys should introduce first. We don't know how to introduce." Kakashi was like, a good point. My name is Kakashi Hatake. My dislikes, my likes, I don't think you are ready to know. My dislikes, I don't have many, and even if I have, I don't want to say to you guys. Though he was thinking at his mind, yeah, the fourth, the worst Hokage. And yeah, my dreams, never have thought about it. And then, like, he was like, "You guys go." Though, Sakura had a sweat eruption, and she screeched, "But Sensei, you only told her names." On hearing this, Kakashi, was like, "Do you say something?" And Sakura was like, "Ugh." She scoffed. And then it was, Naruto's turn. He was like, "My name is Dark Phoenix. My likes and dislikes are none of your care. My only likes, I'll just say, is our clan, Uchiha clan, and my friends." And then it was Sasuke's turn. Sasuke was like, "My likes are the same, and I am the red eye of the Hidden Leaf Village." And then, Suki was like, "I'm the silver wind of the Hidden Leaf Village." And yeah, and they did not give the original names because they don't want to make them be like, "Oh, we are Sasuke, Uchiha, Naruto, Uchiha, or Uzumaki." Like, I don't give a crap. And so yeah, and they were like, "You guys go." To which Menma was like, "My name is Menma Uchiha Uzumaki Namikaze. I'm the son of the fourth Hokage, and I will become the fifth Hokage. I'll become the strongest ninja in the entire world. Just you wait and see. I have already awakened my two Tomoe Sharingan." My likes, as he saw this girl, and Suki did not give a crap about what he was speaking. She was just in her own little world, thinking about how herself, and Naruto, which of course Menma doesn't notice, and he thinks that she's thinking about him, which is proud of. And then it's Mito, and she's like, "My name is Mito Uchiha Uzumaki Namikaze. I'm the daughter of the fourth Hokage, and I'll become the first female Hokage. Believe it. I'll become so strong, and you losers will just see me leave you guys in dust." And then it was Sakura's turn. And Sakura's like, "My name is Sakura Haruno. I like." She looks at, Menman starts, giggling, and then she says, um, "My dreams." She looks at, again, Menman starts giggling, and then she says, "My dislikes. It's the Eno pig." So, yeah. And after hearing this, all of the four have sped drop. They're thinking the words of the same line. They're like, "So, we have a fine girl. Stupid. Then we have two arrogant bastards. Should be expected from how they are trained by two legendary Sanins." Sorry for being interrupted. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So they were thinking of the same lines, and yeah. Anyways, now yeah, I may have by mistake told just a few minutes ago that they met Tsunade. Yeah, she was going through streets. So yeah, there they met Tsunade, and yes, Tsunade is also with Jiraiya, and they are training there as both the children of prophecy. At least they so think. Which of course it's going to be Naruto who's going to be the child of prophecy, because he goddamn has a summoning with Shinigami himself. So yeah, And having this being the summoner of Shinigami has its own perks as well. So you guys have to wait for that. Now, saying now back to story. Naruto was the first one to break the silence. It was like, all right, people, tomorrow you're gonna have that test, and the test was going to be something that we won't tell you right now. But I suggest you guys to not eat. Saying this, he shunshined away, and then it was everyone shunshined away. Only the three Genins and Kakashi stayed behind, and Kakashi was like, hmm, their advice was important for you guys, so remember this. It may come in handy or may not. Not my problem. He's saying this, he also vanished away in a swirl of leaves. Then it was, the second they all left, Menma was like, hey, even if we, the stupid test, even if we fail, which of course we can never ever fail, even if we do, father will pull strings and we can easily become Genins, will become Jonins, and will become Hokage, the strongest Hokage in the entire Hidden Leaf village. I can't wait. Oh yeah, and I forgot to just mention this. Whatever ability Naruto has copied, he can make those ability even stronger. So yeah, just to let you guys know. Anyways, back to the story. Now, Naruto and his team went back to the Uchiha compound. Naruto then took out his a mask and the clothing he had, and he went to his room. Whereas Suki also lives with in the Uchiha compound, and she also went to her own room. And Sasuke went. It was, and I'm just gonna say that in the Uchiha compound they bought a small apartment where the three live. And they have three rooms, three live. Now Naruto is the cook of the house. Naruto cooking is so delicious. Now, Naruto loves Ichiraku ramen, and because of Ichiraku ramen, he learned how to cook ramen. And yes, Naruto still is a fan of Ichiraku ramen, and Ichiraku ramen hates, you know, Minato's family because even they have, a full appetite for ramen, but they are so evil, so they hate him. Now, back to the story. Now, and after eating, they like go to sleep. Yeah, after the three joining senses, at least so-called three joining senses, they're not joining yet. All right, guys, they're still Gennings, but they're just armed captains at the age of 13. So yeah, they are like told to leave, like they went to sleep. The next day, they did not go to the training ground 7 early because they wanted their team to starve. Naoto wanted to have small revenge, so he let Kakashi's favor. He made Kakashi happy by staying behind and waiting for Kakashi to come. Once Kakashi comes, they are all going to flicker in. After like 3 hours, Kakashi appeared, and all those other three Jonin senseis appeared. It was first Sakura. She started screaming, saying that how they are so late. It was then Kakashi's time to escape, explain. And he was like, oh, I was coming here when I saw a black cat in the road. So I had to take the entire turn again, and then I met an old lady, so I had to help her. So it took me time, okay? And and then I got lost in the path of life. So you guys cannot complain me, okay? And like all the other three Anbus, they were trying not to laugh. Though they showed, emotionless faces, inside their mind they're laughing like shit. They're like, Kakashi is just the best in these kind of shit. So yeah. Now they were asked to, you know, and they were asked to find out about, I'm just gonna say, never mind, just a second. So I'm back. So, anyways, Naruto kept a bell on. I mean, not a bell. Naruto kept a clock on a pole, and then he was like, "That clock has alarm set. You guys have 3 hours. No, you guys have time till lunch. and your objective is to take bells from us. As they said that Naruto, he placed red bell on him, and other three people placed golden bells on them. So then they explain, your mission is to take bells from us. If you gain the red bell, if you gain the red bell, you need to gain the red bell at the same time a golden bell to pass. Once you have gained, any one of you have gained the red bell, and you have to gain the other two, you have to gain three golden bells, then only you guys team will pass. The one who doesn't get the golden bell will fail. Saying this, all of the three jonins went in, took some place. Kakashi took out his orange book. Naruto simply, uh, he took out a small book which isn't Ichi Paradise, okay? It's just a book about, Fuinjutsu, a complex version of Fuinjutsu of master level. And yes, Naruto the Fuinjutsu master. And Suki, she was like, she, she was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. And she was thinking about like what dress she should wear today and which dress she should buy. And yes, Suki said it's like whitish, silverish pink. So yeah. And on the other end, Sasuke was like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat the crap out of these people. Just you guys come here. I'm gonna beat you." That's what Sasuke was thinking. So as soon as they were given the head start to leave, Sasuke was like all four of them were standing there. It was then Menma and Mito rushed at all four Jonins. I mean, Anbu and Jonin. They both went to Hansel at the same time. They're like, though they were very, very, very slow, but when because of their praise from their parents, they thought that they were the fastest in doing Hansels, and they were like, "What a star! What a bullet!" They shot water bullet at the Anbus and Jonin, but now to having high control over all elements, just like while reading, just moved one finger, and there was a gigantic wind gust blowing them away and disrupting their chak like the jutsu itself. They stumbled back to their feet and they were like, what happened? But then they were like, doesn't matter. Now just to guys let you know, they both have fire affinity, and Mito has water, both has water affinity, whereas what is this? You do it. I just yeah, Menma. Menma has earth affinity and a weak lightning affinity. So Menma went to hand signs. He was like lightning style, lightning ball jutsu. He shot some all lightning balls, which were like not so good. Even a normal genin who has like average lightning affinity could do a better jutsu than that. So, but Menma thought that he was the best and all that, and he went for lightning. It was Sasuke's turn now. Sasuke just simply kept his hand up. Because Sasuke has high lightning affinity, he was able to absorb it. Not completely absorb it, he's just able to like absorb it and like how should I mention it? Just think it he absorbed it, okay guys? And yeah, even Mito has wind affinity as well. And she went through hands and she's like grand breakthrough. Which of course because of her wind affinity being weaker against silver wind's wind affinity, and I guess you guys know who I'm talking about, Suki's wind affinity. Suki was able to like with a single hand seal she was like wind style grand breakthrough, and her breakthrough was so strong that it was able to send Manma meters sailing through the air and blew many trees away. Though she only applied little bit of her power and she was still distracted while doing the jutsu. So that was still super effective. After a few minutes, Menma and Mito came back, but then they were fuming with anger and they had split eyes. Now, because the seal, they do not have any seal to restrain the power, or like they have a seal to restrain the power from flowing, but they are able to access a little bit of QB's chakra, and they're leaking QB's chakra. Little did they know that Naruto is actually happily enjoying taking some of the QB's chakra. Whenever they release QB's chakra, Naruto being having the soul, And because Naoto has made friends with Shinigami, he was able to go into his mindscape and scare the and like scare the Ninetales, saying that he can destroy his soul and showing his Shinigami with him and saying how he's a half Shinigami himself. But later on, he became friends with the QB, and so QB was happy inside Naruto because he's enjoying he's gaining back his chakra, and then they both rushed towards Naruto because Naruto has a red bell. But before they could reach Naruto one arm and a leg. And like how? Simple. Naruto, know, not actually grabbed. He kicked, Mito on her chest, sending her flying, and he punched Menma, sending him flying. Then he went through his hand seals. Like Menma went through hand seals. He was like, Earth style, Earth hand. And a giant Earth hand went and rushed towards Naruto. Naruto, not even interested in it, he just kept his hand forward, and he was like, he muttered under his breath, Gale Palm. And a giant wind wave, completely decimating his, the giant stone hand, impaled itself into both Menma and Mito, sending them flying. When Menma and Mito were able to stand back again, they released one tail worth of QB's chakra and rushed towards Naruto. Naruto grabbed them both by their tails by keeping his book inside, and then he drained their chakra away, knocking them both. And then it was Suki's turn, who went and she kept Sakura under a genjutsu. Then it was Sasuke's turn. Sasuke, he opened both fake Jinchuriki's eyes, and he kept them both in a genjutsu Tsukiyomi, where there was you know the nine-tailed fox, which stabbed them through with his claw over and over again, breaking them. Like, not breaking the claws, okay? Breaking their minds. Now, after 3 hours, they woke up. No, men my meter were like sweating, like they were like they were panicking. They were like, the night, yes. And then they were like, what happened? And then Naruto was like, now like, Kakashi was like, you guys gave into the hatred of the tail beast. You, I think, went inside the chakra, tried to swallow you. He made story up, and he was like, the chakra almost like was about to kill you guys, but we knocked you down, and none of you guys passed. And he's by saying this, all four of them vanished. This made them like Manma and me the best, beyond best. The next day, they were summoned to the Okage's office. Uh, and the third Hokage was with them. And all the clan heads were also there. It was a meeting, and then when the team 7 senses arrived, they were like ordered to tell the reason for why they were failed. It was Kakashi who told, um, Hokage-sama, which he told with so much bitterness in his voice that everyone could feel the killing intent radiating from Kakashi towards Minato. Even Hiruzen noticed it, and yes, Hiruzen, he's not going to be like in other what is going to be like, yeah, the lazy ass, jackass. Yeah, no, he's not going to be that. And I just to let you know, I don't know seriously. And please don't comment this again in the comments saying that you don't know the meaning of jackass. So yeah, anyways, back to the story. Now he told them that how like they went berserk, and he knocked them, and they were not able to show teamwork, which he wanted the most. And as he told this, some many of the clans agreed, like, without teamwork how should they? Then it was Minato got angry. He was like, but they are the strongest, they're the strongest genin, they are so strong that they're the prodigies of the prodigy of every era. Like, no, even I doubt the first Hokage could beat them. like when they grow to his age. And when he told this, Naruto released a killing intent. It was like, Sir Hokage, please don't compare your worthless sons and daughter to the first Hokage. On hearing this, everyone gasped, and Minato became more furious. He's like, how dare you, Anbu, throw him to the prison. As Anbu came, Naruto was just moved his finger, and then he activated. To everyone saw his eyes, blue eyes. They gained a new look. They looked like this, and then they broke, and then in place of them was three Tomoe Sharingan, and Naruto kept them three under Genjutsu, knocking them all out. And then Minato was like, I order you as the name of Hokage to all of you to remove your mask and bow down to me. On hearing this, Naruto took off his mask, making everyone gasp. What they saw was this: a three whisker marks boy, and he had Naruto wear this kind of clothes only, but a red color, okay? And he had a headband, okay? He had three whisker marks, and he had a three Tomoe Sharingan spinning wildly in his eyes. And a boy, Sasuke Uchiha, and this beautiful girl, and this beautiful girl. Everyone gasped. And then they were like, who is he? Why does he look like the Hokage? And then Naruto was like, oh, hello, Hokage-sama, or should I say, my former so-called father. He said with so much like hate in his voice that he unintentionally released such a killer intent that made everyone shiver. Then it was like Minato was surprised, beyond surprised. He was like, Naruto, like then Naruto's eyes switched to the Mangekyo. He was like, yes, Hokage. This surprised Minato even more. He was like, Naruto, I order you as the Hokage to remove those eyes and give it to Menma and Mito, who are rightfully owners for those new eyes. Your Mangekyo Sharingan are not worthy for are useless, weak. Oh, really? But Hokage-sama, my eyes are not the Mangekyo Sharingan. My eyes are just a dojutsu that allows me to copy dojutsus and other bloodline limits. And you guys are wondering why I'm making him, like why Naruto's telling this? Because he wants to make Minato jealous. And Naruto has actually had a plan, which the all of Uchiha compound has accepted. And Naruto even formed, friendship with the Uzumaki, like no, with the Hyugas. And the Hyugas are actually became friends with, because of Naruto, they became friends with the Uchihas. And this is more reason for Uchihas and Hyugas to love Naruto because they had hatred for each other, but now they are like the best friends. And Naruto as an Anbu, he took advantage of it and made his plan and spread his influence throughout the entire elemental nations. And this plan is going to be still kept as a secret for now. And for this plan, he wants to make Minato suffer. He wants Minato to be angry. He even has Hiruzen on his side, which gives him more reason to have more power in the council than Minato. And he was like, Minato on hearing this is like, then I order you to show me what your eyes are. Then Nato's eyes, shattered, revealing baby blue Minato's eyes. And then he was able to use Hiru's. He was able to create. Then he created a Rasengan. He teleported. And then he came back. He's like, my eyes allow me to copy bloodline limits, abilities of others. Like I used your abilities. I had copied your abilities. I have Lady Tsunade's ability. I have. Uh, he actually, when he told Lady Tsunade, he told it with such disgust that everyone could feel it, the malice in his voice. When he spoke about the two, Sanins, yes, he even told about Jiraya's abilities, and he told about how he has many Genkais, about how he has lava release, how he has, uh, magnet release. Everyone was surprised, and then at once Minato was like, Naruto Uzumaki, I declare as a clan head, like as you know, an Uzumaki's as no, I declare as the Hokage that you hand over those eyes right now to both Menma and Mito, who are the prodigies of this era and more suitable to wield those eyes. On hearing this, Naruto started to laugh. He's like, "You think I'll give my eyes to you? Don't make me laugh, Hokage-sama. These eyes are mine, my bloodline. This is my bloodline limit. And I'm not an Uzumaki, for your kind information. I am an Uchiha. I am adopted by Fugaku Uchiha, who is my true father." And Fugaku smirked. He's like, and Minato turned towards him and was like, "I, as a Hokage, command you, Fugaku, to make your son give me the eyes." And Fugaku was like, "Hokage-sama, he's a part of the Uchiha clan. And as a Uchiha clan, we don't give our eyes to anyone, any stranger, even if he's an Uchiha, until he's a perfect Uchiha, and the ones we like." And even the Hyuga stood up. And as the friends of the Uchiha clan, will also agree with this. Even we won't allow our eyes to be given to anyone. Only Naruto, even though he has copied our eyes, we take him as our Hyuga. Yes, Naruto is even allowed in the Hyuga clan, even taught the gentle style techniques. Because Naruto has the, pure Byakugan, which is Hinata's. And yes, Hinata has mad crush over, uh, you know, uh, you guys know, right? Menma. I'm just gonna say that she thinks Menma is strong, so she has a crush on Menma. And that's one of the reasons why every Hyuga hates her. And she hates the Hyuga clan itself. She even went and lives with Menma now. And yeah, Menma's dream is like, kind of like Issei from high school DX is like, "I want to be a Harem King." Yeah, that thing. I did not watch the anime, just know a little bit about it. So yeah. Anyways, wait, what? Oh yeah, never mind. So Minato got angry. He was like, "I declare as the Hokage you to do it." The second he was about to say anything else, uh, Hiruzen stood up. He's like, "Minato, how could you? I, as a third Hokage, has a lot of rights in this council as well. And I declare that from now onwards, Naruto's bloodline should be kept safe. Naruto is not, you're not allowed to touch Naruto's eyes. And Naruto is no more going to be a Jonin sensei. Naruto is going to create his own team. And we'll have Kakashi as his sensei. And this is my opinion, and this is final. How many of you people want to agree with this?" There was just only Shinobi matters, so only Shinobi Council was present, and most of Shinobi Council accepted. There were certain few people like Danzo who's angry. He wanted Naruto to be a part of his Anbu now. And then there were, the three, like the two elders. Even they were also angry. Actually, the three elders. The three elders are angry, and Minato was also angry. Rest everyone agreed. And yes, everyone, other clan heads, have made friendship with Naruto and know about Naruto's plan. And they have hatred for Minato. But they keep it to a point where like Minato never knows this, that all of the people are betraying him. He doesn't know. So yeah, saying and as Naruto became friends with every one of them, Naruto's plan has been continuing like this. Now, in the next episode, I'll tell you guys about, in the next part, what Naruto's plan was and what Naruto is doing. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this what if. And I know this what if is very small, but I just wanted to make it this short. And I think tomorrow I cannot add another what if, but day after tomorrow, uh, I think Thursday, I'll add this what if and maybe even create a new what if as well. And my new what if suggestion I'm thinking of making is, what if Naruto was a cheat gamer, and just to people to understand what it is, Naruto is going to have gamer abilities, and he's going to have like cheats, I mean hacks, like, well, I cannot tell you guys, but yes, he's going to be like an, a gamer who is actually a hacked gamer. Nobody else is going to be gamer, okay? And not the mobile phone gamer. He's going to have like gamer abilities. So I hope you guys enjoy for that what if, and if you guys want that what if, please comment down below. And anyways, thank you. Peace.